It is Thursday, January 16th, 2014. This is Beetle Bear, and this is the Beetle Report. Alright, so we're going to start the Beetle Report off this morning with Krea news. Krea is being updated to version 0.7, which adds a lot of new features, changes, and bug fixes. Some of the notable features are the addition of mannequins, which can have equipment and NPC outfits placed on them, as well as a brand new tier of gear, and a hardcore mode where your character dies forever. The developers have also included the very first boss fight into the game, as well as the Tenebras and Harvester monsters, which are currently a work in progress. Other features include item imbuing and item scrolls, which can be translated by the researcher to learn special recipes, as well as a slew of new NPCs, and game currency, which will be called Ari. Find the full changelog on the KreaWiki.net website, and you can check out Krea at siegegames.com. Second up, we have Robocraft. It was actually told to me by a friend of mine, a developer friend of mine named Hideous. And Hideous is actually one of the people working on the Stanley Parable. You can see some of his work here. Captain Mal's gun from Firefly. And we also have an engineer holding that gun. And then here it is from a first-person perspective. Hideous introduced me to Robocraft last night, so I let everybody on the team know about it, and it appears that people were playing it all night. I woke up at 5 this morning and found Clockwork Kaiser still streaming for an extra 2 hours playing it. It looks awesome, and I might actually play it on my stream today as well. In Robocraft, you build awesome robots from cubes, and you drive them around, pitting them against other Robocraft players online. The best part about Robocraft is that it's completely free. The download is under 200 megs, and all that is needed is to create an account within the game, so you can play online. You can check out Robocraft at robocraftgame.com, or you can see it here on the stream. I'll even show you guys the trailer. Robocraft. Looks pretty cool, guys. I really like the graphics, and if you were watching the streams this morning, you could see how cool you can customize your ship. You can make flying ships, little tanks, whatever you want, and you earn credits and stuff to build more cool ships. And that's what you're seeing in the trailer here. And you can check out that trailer on their website. Very cool. Alright, in other news, we have 7 Days to Die Alpha 6 hitting. Let's get that screen up there. Here we go, 7 Days to Die. The Fun Pimps are added again with a new update to the game. Alpha 6 includes many new features, such as a much larger world, a new metal forging system, snowy biome, new snow zombies, a ton of new locations like a ski lodge, sawmill, army camps, a ghost town, and more. To activate Alpha 6, simply opt into the beta by right-clicking on 7 Days to Die in your library. Click Properties, move to the Betas tab, and select Alpha 6. For the full changelog, which is extremely long, check out 7daystoDie.com, and that's 7 days 2 with it's spelled out T-O, and the 7 is 7. Probably get that link in the chat. Right. Next up, we are giving away copies of 3089 and Pixel Piracy. Ambush Gamer, in conjunction with the developers of 3089 and Pixel Piracy, are giving away a copy of 3089 and Pixel Piracy in just a few days. Watch the bot in our channel for the link, or check out ambushgamer.com for the entry page. 3089, developed by Fruit, is a futuristic role-playing game set in a procedurally generated open world. You're a promising robotic unit made by the Overlord and placed on planet Zax for evaluation. Pixel Piracy is a side-scrolling sandbox simulation game where the player assumes the role of a pirate captain. Recruit and outfit your crew, customize your ship, and sail the open seas. Yarr! There are only 3.5 days left on the contest, so get your entry in today. And we do have some sad world news, guys. 13 dead, 40,000 displaced in floods in Indonesia. It looks like there were severe floods in northern Indonesia, and they've driven thousands of people out of their homes in recent days. Landslides and rising waters have completely cut off access to several villages, leaving about 1,000 people stranded. On Tuesday, heavy rains began ravaging the region and have left around 40,000 people scrambling to find some sort of temporary shelter. Power is mostly down in parts of the region, and 2 people are still reported missing. Volunteers, the military, police, and others are working in conjunction to try and provide aid to the tens of thousands that have been affected by this. Around 300 miles north, a low-pressure system has torn parts of the area apart with wind and rain since the weekend, leaving thousands displaced and 26 people dead. Alright, so that's all we got for the news. I'm going to actually end it off with a story. I figured I'd tell you guys a little story a little bit every day. So I'm just going to read to you what I wrote. Long ago, longer than a minute, but shorter than an hour, there was a sandwich. This sandwich sits on its plate, not a single crumb giving it companionship. He sits there with his soft, spongy bread, but not so soft that it's mushy when you bite into it, more like a nice al dente rice, where you get that nice little bit of resistance when you bite into it. He still sits, he waits. The olive driven into the top of his head with a large wooden spike is starting to give him a headache. Hopefully, that goes first. One of his tomatoes shifts, and a bit of ranch dressing oozes out of his side. A fly lands on top of the olive and rubs his hands. He must be cold. Tap, tap, tap. Someone approaches. And that's all I have for the Beetle Report today, guys. Have a brilliant day, Internet. How about that?